Hi Azreena, thank you for joining. So, as I told you before that I'm going to interview for my quantitative subject. So, this conversation will be recorded. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright, so let's start with the hi Azreena again. Okay, so hi Azreena, thanks for joining today. Just to start casually, could you share a little bit about yourself?
Hi, thank you for inviting me. I'm Azreena, currently studying Bachelor of Business Administration at Unitar Malacca. I'm originally from Johor Bahru. I have a strong passion for entrepreneurship and creative projects.
Sounds interesting. So, what about your hobbies, interests, and your goals in life?
Actually, I love hiking, baking cakes, and doing small craft projects. My goal is to start my own cave one day and also coach other small business owners.
Wow, that's inspiring. How about your family? What's the environment you grew up in like?
We are six at home, my parents, three siblings, and yeah, myself. We grew up being taught to value hard work and loyalty. My parents always supported our education strongly.
That's great. So, as a student, what are some struggles you are currently facing?
Time management, yeah, is a big struggle. Balancing assignments, business, and family time is hectic. Sometimes it feels overwhelming.
That's quite related to me. So, since we have started with stress, so how is your health nowadays?
Overall, I'm healthy, not issues on that. But when stress levels get too high, I sometimes experience migraines or fatigue.
Like me, I guess. Next, financially, how are you managing yourself?
I'm running a small online baking business and also relying partly on a scholarship. Yeah, that's how I'm managing.
Okay, so if you don't mind sharing, how much do you earn and how do you usually spend it?
Sure, I can explain to you. I make around 600 a month actually from my small business. Um, I mostly spend it on buying ingredients, mobile bills, some savings, and a little treats for myself.
Okay, well, moving into emotional stuff. What after a bad day at university? How do you usually de-stress?
I usually go for a walk while listening to soft music or sometimes bake cupcakes. As you see, baking is my hobby, right? So yeah, I bake cupcakes to relax my mind.
Wow, actually, baking cupcakes for relief stress is something unusual.
Yeah, because I love cakes.
So, what's something you have achieved that you're really proud of?
I'm proud of managing to fulfill over 100 customer orders
Wow.
last Ramadan season. So it's boosted my confidence a lot.
Great, Rina. So, who are some of your role models?
My dad, of course, my dad who built his life from scratch, and that took Nico David for a discipline and patience.
My father is my role model as well. So, how do you celebrate success?
I treat myself to good food. I really love foods like a nice dinner or buying a book I've wanted for a long time.
So, you are a foodie.
Yeah, yeah.
So, how do you usually react when a classmate or friend challenges your opinion?
I listen calmly first, then I explain my thoughts respectfully. If I'm wrong, I admit it openly.
So, have you ever changed your behavior for anyone, either at university or home?
Yeah, yes, I used to react impatiently when stressed.
Why and how did you change?
I started practicing mindfulness and journalism,
Wow.
which helped me to pause and respond thoughtfully instead of reacting.
Sounds good. How do you recover after failure? Can you share a story maybe?
Yeah, sure. Once I messed up a live sales session online, I feel embarrassed but review my mistakes, improve my tech setup, and try again successfully.
Nice. When have you felt really demotivated and how did you bounce back?
During the MCO, right when sales dropped, so I attended free business webinars online and slowly restructured my plan.
Actually, pandemic is the big impact for all the business, right? And this question is about your friends. What
Okay.
would your closest friends say about you?
Yes, they will say I'm energetic, reliable, and very determined when I set the code. I think it's true.
I can see that on you. What behaviors make you really angry?
I get irritated by people who are disrespectful or lazy about group tasks. It's very important, right? So yeah,
Yeah, that's quite upsetting when you do well, but your friends are lazy in group
yeah,
tasks.
that's true.
Let's move on to some social awareness questions. So,
Okay.
in a social setting, how do you pick up on the mood of group?
Um, Usually by looking at their body language, their
Mm-hmm.
energy, and how much they are engaging with us, right? So if they seem quiet or restless, I know something is off. Maybe they mood out.
Good. So, what non-verbal cues tell you someone is upset?
Um, they avoid eye contact, fold their arms tightly, or their voice
Ah,
becomes flat when speaking.
I see. Okay. Can you remember a time like social norm was violated and what you did?
Yes, once during a group meeting, someone kept interrupting others. I
Hmm.
politely reminded the group to let everyone finish before committing.
That's a nice leadership.
Thank you.
So let's move on to social interaction question. Describe how you actively listen in class.
I always maintain eye contact, note slightly to show I'm following, and write down key points. I love writing while studying, so I'm write down the key points while the lecturer is talking.
Good answer. So how do you usually start conversation with the new people at university?
Usually I smile first and ask them about the course we are taking or compliment something simple like your dress is good, for example. So like their notes or stationery.
So girls' usual way is complimenting.
Yeah.
So how do you build a rapport with classmates or teammates?
I usually find something we both enjoy, maybe like music, hobbies, or food, and keep the conversation flowing naturally over time.
Okay, good. Then can you share a moment where you had to put yourself in someone's shoes at uni?
One of my teammates had to miss meetings because
Okay,
of family issues.
right.
So instead of judging, I offered to take over some of her tasks until
Uh,
she was ready to come back. I helped her actually.
Rina, that's so your kindness actually. So, like, another question is what do you do when someone shares a personal problem with you?
I listen fully without cutting them off, then ask if
Hmm.
they want advice or just someone to be there for them. Because some people don't like advice, but they like company, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, when it's related to empathy, so how do you show empathy toward people from a different background in university?
I stay curious without judgment, ask
Hmm.
respectful questions about their culture, and
Mm-hmm.
try to see things from their point of view.
Great manner. So let's move into like resolution questions.
Yeah.
Tell me about a conflict you recently had and how you resolved it.
Once a classmate didn't contribute much in the group project.
Okay.
Okay, so I decided to have a one-to-one talk,
Hmm.
and we discussed realistic tasks they could handle better.
Nice. So how do you handle disagreements in a group?
I suggest that everyone speaks one at a time and we list down everyone's views before voting on the best idea because different people have different opinions, so I will listen to everyone.
Wow, I think I have to learn more from you, Rina.
Oh my god.
So how do you balance your needs and others in conflict?
I try to find a middle ground. If it's something small, I will adjust. But if
Mm-hmm.
it's something important to me, I will explain why it matters.
Okay, that's nice. So we just move on to the part D, which is I'll ask some question. You have to rate like one until five.
Alright.
So I'll ask the first question. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For example, you suffer financial setback. To what extent can you influence the situation?
I'm, I would rate 3. I
Mm-hmm.
think I can influence it quite well by adjusting my spending habits and looking for small side income opportunities.
Okay. So next, you are overlooked for a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So what extent do you feel responsible for improving the situation?
Um, Maybe I will rate 5. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it's fully my responsibility to upgrade my skills, get feedback, and perform better next time.
Okay. This one is like you are criticized for a big project that
Okay.
you just completed. The consequences of this situation will.
I will rate 4. It will hurt initially, but I know it won't define my whole life, so I can take it as a learning experience.
Nice, good job. So, what if accidentally delete an important email?
Oh my god, that's a tough questions, but okay, I will rate 5. It will pass quickly. I will apologize, explain the mistake, and listen whatever needed.
Okay, even this is very tough actually. The
Oh,
high priority project you're working on gets cancelled.
oh my god. Okay, I will rate 4. It will
Mm-hmm.
be frustrating, yeah. So, but it will only impact that particular project, is it? So,
Yeah.
not my overall career or studies. So it's okay.
Okay, that's right actually. So next is someone you respect ignores your
Mm-hmm.
attempt to discuss an important issue.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I rate 3, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit responsible, but sometimes it's also their personal issues and not completely in my hands. So yeah.
Okay. What if people respond unfavorably to your latest ideas?
Maybe I will rate 4 because I can improve how I present my ideas or find better timing to share them because not everyone can accept our ideas. So yeah, maybe I will find
Okay.
another way.
Okay, good. So since you are a student,
Mm-hmm.
you are unable to take a much needed vacation.
Um, I will rate 5 is disappointing but temporary. I will plan for a better time to relax.
Okay, nice. So next is you hit a very red light on your way to an important appointment.
That's frustrating for sure. But I rate 3. It's annoying but a small setback overall.
Okay, so what if after extensive searching you cannot find an important document?
Oh my god, I rate 4. I will be
Mm,
upset. But I work on creating a backup or finding an alternative solutions.
good move actually. So, what if your workplace, if you're a worker, so your
Mm-hmm.
workplace is understaffed, and what extent do you feel responsible for improving the situation?
I rate 4. I can
Mm,
help by being more efficient, but I maybe suggest solutions. But the management needs to step up too.
yeah, it's true actually.
Yeah.
Okay, what if you miss an important appointment?
Oh my god, I should not, but I rate 4. It's upsetting, but no life changing. I will quickly apologize and reschedule.
Okay, that's nice. This is our last question. So,
Okay.
what if your personal and work obligations are out of balance?
Mm, I rate 4. I believe I can control it by planning better, setting clear boundaries, and learning to prioritize tasks.
All right, thank you so much. That was amazing answers,
Thank
Azreena. I
you.
appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate your time too. Thanks for interviewing me.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye.